What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I want to welcome you back for another one of my not music video reviews. Jesus, this is another album review to Infinite's newest album titled Infinite Only. And you know, of course, there's many reasons why I do an album review, but for this one specifically, it's because I really enjoyed the promotion song for this, The Eye. And you know, even through listening to this album, you know, many times, and listening to that song as a result many times, you know, I just grew to really like it. So, you know, naturally, if I wasn't thinking about, you know, doing a review for this album, which I always was going to, you know, just listening to it, you know, multiple times gave me, or just kind of like solidified a reason to actually do this. So, you know, that's really awesome. And I think that the Eye so far is probably my favorite K-pop song of the month. But you know, we got another week to go. There's going to be some pretty, you know, big name releases coming out in the next week, so that could change. But it definitely is a very good song, and I've already talked about the reasons, you know, why I like it and all that stuff in my review video. So if you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out. And you know, obviously watch that and then come back, or finish this video and then go over there and watch that. You know, do whatever, do what you do. So to start off, what I like about this album, just generally speaking, is that I really love the sound and the genre of this album. It's definitely something that is, well, I guess you can say that it's kind of starting to follow what I'm feeling is like the growing kind of trend in the K-pop, you know, sound, which is not super specifically like popular just yet, but you know, some top companies and stuff are working on making this stuff popular. So, you know, the thing is though that like it's a bit different in a sense from, you know, older Infinite music, you know, which is good. I like it when, you know, you go back a couple of years and you listen to a group and you're like, yeah, you've really changed a lot from, you know, where you were at before. Because it's one thing to release the same thing constantly because you get success, because it's successful and you get positive results out of it. But what they've done with this is they've kind of mashed what they've done in the past that has gotten good results with something new that is unknown, and who knows exactly what's going to happen with that. And they came up with something really interesting, you know. So it's a blend, as you could probably tell from, even if you just listen to The Eye, you know, it has got, you know, a lot of EDM influence in that song and in a lot of the songs of this album as well, which is really awesome. Like I said, EDM is not a very popular, you know, genre and sound and just style that's, you know, in K-pop, but through SM Entertainment and some other companies releasing this kind of stuff, that it's starting to gain a little bit of traction, I think, at least from the music industry side. Can't really say for, you know, whether or not the fans or the, you know, the consumers of the music are enjoying it or not, but I'm enjoying it. Also part, you know, a reason why I am really enjoying this album. And you know, I think that the mix between the EDM and like the Infinite, the vocal, orchestral, whatever kind of, you know, thing that they had going on there is really balanced in the songs that they've kind of balanced it. And you know, neither you know, style or genre or whatever is really like overpowering, or you know, one super heavily favored in a song or not. It's just like, it's a nice little blend, and it all feels really good. Like it was obviously like they were meant to go together. And I think that, you know, honestly, the way that these songs that have both of those styles in there, they were definitely thoughtfully written and, you know, thought out. It's very nice. The structure of the album is definitely cool. I mean, I don't really think that it's anything that's super crazy, like unique, although it does have one aspect of it that I do think is kind of unique. And this is coming from my perspective as listening to a lot of K-pop albums. So before we get to that little unique part, let's just kind of like give you the general layout of what you can expect as you listen to this album. So of course, the first song on the album is an intro song. So I don't really count that as anything worth, you know, talking about. It just kind of sets the atmosphere. And then you got 3 songs that are that EDM, you know, Infinite style mix. Very good songs. I like them. Or is it 2 songs? I can't remember specifically. I think it's 2 songs. The Eye, and then what's the other name of it? Air. I think those 2 songs, and then you go into 3 songs that are more vocally balanced and oriented, which is the really good songs. And I definitely really enjoyed listening to it. It's a nice kind of change to go from something that, like, you know, you got some like really serious EDM influence into it, and then you move into a series of songs towards the end of the album which don't, right? So that's very, very different. And then another thing that's very, very different about just this the structure, the arrangement of songs on this album versus other K-pop albums is the very last song on this album is not a ballad song, right? Where if you listen to a lot of K-pop albums from start to finish, or just specifically in the last song, you'll notice that a lot of them are ballads, right? That's just the way that it is. For some reason, that's just, I guess, with the kind of what they want to leave you with. Just want to leave you with a ballad. Not Infinite. No, they do not. They finish it off with a song titled Zero, which is the third, EDM mix kind of song, which is a really, really awesome song. It's kind of like, I guess I would say that this song, I suppose, is meant to be like the grand finale for this entire album, because, of course, with it being, an EDM electronic kind of music or song, it's got, the energy and all of that in there to just like boost the end of the album above the previous 3 songs. So, what you've got is you've got 3 of those new sounding songs, 3 songs that are more familiar to, like, longtime fans of the group. It's really, really nice. I think that it's really, really awesome. And of course it has that, the way that the album ends is a bit unique compared to other K-pop albums, because it finishes with, because it doesn't finish with a ballad. It finishes with a different style song. So, ultimately my final review, or my review here, which is as always, based on how I would spend my money on this, and definitely I would buy this. I would definitely buy it. As far as like songs that I would recommend or that I would buy before, others, because, if you think that like I've got a budget, right? Because I do, on how much music I can buy in a week or a month, I can't buy everything that I say that I'm going to, but I do add it to a list. So if I was going to just immediately buy anything, I would buy 3 songs off of this album. And I'm sure you can probably predict what they are, but those are The Eye, Air, and Zero. Those 3 songs right there are the 3 that I would definitely buy. 1, because they fit more towards my personal taste. I really enjoy them. 2, because also, like, as a motivation or a way to encourage the group and the company to just continue going with the new stuff, because it's cool. I definitely like it. And these are the 3 songs on this album that feature the new style and genre influence. And that is really, really great. So I kind of would think that, if you're going to spend some money, on 3 songs off this album, then you definitely would want to spend it on the ones that are new and different and enjoyable, to kind of like give the company an idea that, like, hey, people want to hear more of this, or want to hear more, new and interesting things. So we're going to continue doing that. That's what I think. So that's, really, really awesome. But like I said, every song on this album is worth buying. Just my personal taste mean that I would buy those songs over the others, but ultimately at the end of the day, I think that, maybe I'm just going to hold out for, however long it takes for me to, like, go through my list of albums that I've got, to my list of album priority, to get to this one, to buy a physical copy of it. Who knows specifically? Or I probably will buy a physical copy of this, and you'll get to see an unboxing of it later. So there you go. That is my album review. I gotta just probably cough really, really bad, so I'm gonna try and close this video out very, very quickly. So that is my album review. If you haven't listened to this album yet, you definitely should listen to it. It's really, really, it's definitely, like I said, or have I said through this entire review, it's definitely worth listening to. So do that. If you've already listened to it, then let me know down in the comment box below. And if you like this video, leave a rating. Also share it too if you want to, through Twitter, social media, whatever you want to do. That is also super appreciated. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated with all of my future uploads. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. They're just like chill songs to listen to, or relaxed songs to listen to. They don't really have a terribly strong beat and groove to them, but this one does, and it's very, very nice. It's very